Hey, welcome back, everybody. You remember episode ago or so where we ran that electric wire down underground, down at that gate span at the end of the pasture? It's been eating at me. I got to get those gates fixed, or at least somewhat close to being level with each other. So let's gather up some tools and let's head down there and get that knocked out so that end of the pasture is done and we can move on to something else. Okay, we don't need a lot of tools to do this. Should be pretty simple. I can never remember if it's a half or a 9/16, so we'll grab both of these deep well sockets to release the clamp. We got an impact for them, and in order to turn those lag hangers in, I usually get like a 7/8 wrench, something big enough I can get some leverage to work that around. So the only other thing is maybe a bucket to help set the gate on to prop it up. So let's head on down. As I was walking back up the fence line, I happened to notice it looks like someone must have got into it a little bit and messed up one of the tensioners. Check this out. This guy is supposed to look like this guy. All right, come on over here and take a look. We got it popped back in its holder. Now we just need to get a little more tension on it and we should be set. All right, we got down here now. Looks like we got plenty of helpers. I'm guessing it's because they thought that bucket of tools was a bucket of grain. So come on over here. The first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna have a bottom lag and a top lag. Usually we always have the top one upside down, that way they can't lift the gate off if they get their head up underneath it. So we're gonna loosen this. And here's where we're gonna use that 9/16. Now we got that loose. Our handy dandy wrench doubles as the hammer, and we can tap that down. Now that we have that out of the way, I've got the other side kind of held up by the chains, and we're gonna go ahead and start tightening this up. Meanwhile, I did not shut the fence off, so let's hope I don't get shocked. So by tightening this top one in, it's gonna lift that gate up on the back side. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and just kind of do a test and see how that looks. I think that's getting us a lot closer. So let's try that. All right, if you guys take a look right now, we're pretty close. Top of the gates are just right about there, but I do have it propped up on this bucket. So once we move that bucket, it's gonna let it sag down a little bit. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna back this bottom one out some, which is also gonna help lift up that side back there. So let's pop this gate off and go for that move. Still haven't got shocked. This one we're gonna back out. One full rotation. All right, let's see how that does. All right, let's go one more in at the top. All right, we'll snug this back up. I think that went pretty good. We'll move the bucket here, but Brandy looks like she's getting worn out waiting for me to go feed her. So let's pop this bucket out and see how it looks. Man, that's as good enough as I've ever seen.